Uh-oh. Hopefully that fixes itself. I'm not entirely sure what happened. I didn't touch anything. Don't blame me. It wasn't me. One soda, 4 Big Macs. Pablo. What the? All right. In all seriousness, I like it, but I would probably just order 4 Big Macs regardless. I'm not entirely the smallest person in the world. I'd throw down 4 Big Macs. Why not? Especially with HD Lex. Gary's setting up here for Bogmeyer. Gets a couple of runs into the wall. Gets him into the wall again. You got it. Oh, man. The pull on Bogmeyer is tough. He's a very fast pulling ghost. And what it does is it cripples if you don't have enough, like a real strong rhythm. Bogmeyer wants very strong, like, rhythmic pumps towards wherever, you know, opposite direction he's running, and then back to neutral. And he's like, that's how you get him stuck in one spot. He's really weird. I've had my fair share of trouble with him, and I still drop him every once in a while, and I've seen other runners drop him every once in a while. He's got a way about him. I'm glad we're back though, and thank you for the joke, Pablo, or whatnot. Now, if you give me a riddle, yeah, I know, take that as you will, but I mean that's really how it works. Every 10 HP, you get to pump the ghost, or pump for the boo. Move the control stick in the opposite direction for the ghost. It's still the same thing. But yes, every 10 HP is the rhythm. Gary can easily come. I mean, the race is not closed out by any means. I played this game. Some of you, I'm assuming, have played this game. If you haven't played this game, welcome on in. It's an interesting game. But Luigi's Mansion has no... That's 3 for 3! Mouse spawns. Mice spawns. Mises. There have been so many Mises, I can't even keep track of them all. So this is called mouse percent now. And I feel like Spud, with their luck right now, has to go into Sealed Room somehow just to see if Sealed Room... If Area 2 hallway mouse spawns on the 2nd floor, somebody better go check T-Room and see if T-Room mouse spawned, because the max percent people want this seed right now. See if Spud wrangles it back. Gets the cloth. Yes! Alright. Don't forget to grab ice. That's a great tech skip. And I feel like Michael is awake now. Michael was already playing tricks with the boo balls. Michael T00, one of the runners that came up with the whole tech skip. The idea of sucking up something after a boo to skip the text that you normally get, as the game's registers that you got a cloth, not a boo. So, but he's wide awake. Excellent job, Spud. That's what we like to see. Oh yeah. Mario. Oh, the gold mice Angie due to the cute mistake. RNG to Angie. Yeah, that's... Oh, is it... So are all the gold mice, Angie? Is that how that works? Because I remember I called I specifically referred to Butley Mouse as Angie because I believe that's how that, like that's where I got it from in terms of the Angie. But if they're all the gold mice are Angie, I'm alright with that too. It could very well be the same mouse. They are ghostly mice, but they are the gold ones. You just call them all Angie? I'm with it. Mega, I'm telling you, this is the run of the mice. I feel like they're sentient and they're starting to realize that they're part of the show too, and so they're like, hell, we gotta come on out more often. Now I need you mice to keep that same kind of flair when we're running. Yeah, max percent runners are losing it. I'm still okay with some of these mice at 100%. So don't not show up for my runs, okay? I'm alright with it, even though I'm not running max percent. No tech skip setup from Gary, but gets a great booth line. And so I'd say that's a pretty decent tea room overall, especially getting to see Angie and tea room mouse. Oh, okay, so just gonna go for the burn. I like it. And let's see here. Yep. Is it first read? And it's first read. Nice. I like that. Oh. Now this one can be tricky sometimes because it's high, so great job. Okay, see? Sometimes your boo can do that. It goes a little too high, right? And when the boo goes high, you have a chance of double cackling. And so I believe you're supposed to step back slightly and hold the, or flick the C stick up or whatever. I think it is. Hold C stick up. I don't know. HT tried to teach me this one time. But another thing you can do, and what we saw Spud do, is just let the boo go and move a little bit and try and come back on, come back to it. Great moonshot. And Gary cleaning up the yarn balls. The yarn balls are really silly. If they have obnoxious hitboxes and they stun lock Luigi. And so it can be really, really unfun. And it looks like the boo is left side, unfortunately. Yeah, Pablo, I'm telling you, that needs to be just like the your Bulasa save, where I laid it out how it should be. That's a thumbnail right now in a YouTube video. Max percent runners hate this one trick. And it's just the thumbnail image has to just be like 66 golden mice, because usually the thumbnail is a complete over exaggeration. No, yeah, you're not pulling your hair out. You know what I mean? Like it's like you're in the animation of it. Like your hands are in your hair, like like somebody's really stressed out. You know what I mean? That kind of a look. And for this one, it would just be 66 golden mice. And then the person would go, wait a minute, there's not that many mice in Luigi's Mansion, and then click on it. Because I would. Because that's how all the thumbnails get me. Yeah, of course, it's always clickbait. I mean, if it works, why stop? Yeah, you won't believe it. Nice find by Gary. This boo not double cackling. Seems to have been lower than the one that Spud got, and so that's a very clean boo. Now let's see if Spud gets funny text. Finds the boo. It's gonna go open the chest, and now oh no way! Oh my! Can't catch a break. So that is almost identical, in my opinion, to the same thing that happened in mirror room with the fire medallion eons ago. It feels like that the boo kind of throws you for a loop, and you like have to stop doing what you're doing and get out of the way and not vacuum, but then it bonked Spud into the glove, and so at least it wasn't a cutscene medallion this time. But that's really unfortunate. Second best RNG in terms of ship. It's not too bad. Should be able to get the fire here. That's fantastic. And we get the fire here, not necessarily to use it for spraying things, but it's for vacuum canceling to save time when you get into from a lit room into an unlit room. As Luigi has to pull his flashlight out, you can vac cancel by spraying the element. Usually you time it right when the door is shutting or about to shut, like it swings close, as you saw Gary just do. And so that pulls out the vacuum instantly instead of this weird 1 second animation of Luigi pulling out the vacuum. And it's not a lot of time saved, but you can imagine how many times we go through rooms that are lit to rooms that are unlit, and so it's really important. Bud was revving up their engines, showing that car dude. Yeah, there's old funky hitbox guy. Plane has such a weird hitbox. You'd think it would have been ripped down like 4 seconds earlier, but nice twins. I'm pretty sure it's car dude and plane guy. You know, I've swapped it, I'm assuming. I've probably said both 100 times wrong, you know what I mean? Like I'm sure I've said it one way and swapped it to the other way. But I mean, obviously it's supposed to be, I think, based off of the Henry Ford and I think Orville, right? But you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's clickbait, Pablo. That's part of the problem. Although that's less clickbait in a, you know, that's pretty close. Those videos usually don't have any, like, oh, Gary getting worse RNG in terms of boot check. It was over in the lamp, which is not where you want it. If Boo in the table charges while you're over at the fireplace, and that's probably the best case scenario in terms of just getting right on the Boo. And then your second best would be ship, I believe. As that mobile takes a little bit of time to activate. It can only activate, by the way, that mobile can only be activated by going counterclockwise, I want to say. Right? Is it counter? Oh, Lord. Is it counterclockwise? Which one's on the right-hand side? It's the red helicopter-looking thing. That one has to start spinning counterclockwise, okay? If you try and do it the other way, it won't work. Oh, that's so. It's like, it's interesting that things happen so that you can see all the potential problems and things that just happen in this game where you're not really planning on it. Gary had no intentions of interacting with Plane Guy the entire time, at all. But Plane Guy dips low to do this bombing run because, you know, that's just what you do apparently. And he got really low, and Gary sort of pulled him closer with the vacuum and gets hit by Plane Guy. And so that happens. That can happen, and it's really, really unfortunate. It's just enough of a vacuum, like, sort of sucking power to get him to hit you, but not enough to take him off the plane. And so Gary loses the boo, but it's not a big deal. I mean, he had to go into this room anyway. But I think Gary's probably having he's having one of those runs. Do you know what I mean? I think Spud's dealing with some of that stuff as well, like some of the weird things. Like, man, like I picked that glove up, I picked that medallion up, and Gary's having sort of the same kind of a thing, except some of the rooms are just being extra rude for no reason. Yeah, I believe Hopeless plays the winner of Spud and Gary, and the bed wasn't ripped off all the way. Oh man, I can feel it, Gary. Luigi's Mansion, and now a longer text too. Look at him. Brought life to ghosts. Yep. It's Van Gore. We love him. I didn't make a point to point it out because that's always bad luck. But after you hit 15 boos, you have a chance to get longer text boxes as the game tries to give you more information. And it'll just happen randomly yet again. So it's another random instance of time save or time loss, technically. Actually, well, there's no real time save. It's going to happen one way or another. It's just how much time do you lose. And now Gary will be laying out the story of all 5 Mario items in a row while mashing A and B over and over again, which will be slightly slower than when Spud mashed A and B due to the language difference in English and Japanese. And of course, Gary trying to be the custodian, the nice person he is, say don't put the bananas on the ground. He goes to vacuum the banana and gets scared mid-vacuuming the banana and then slips on it because that's Luigi's Mansion. Oh no, sorry, it was Spud that was doing the custodial work. It's because I was talking about Gary doing. I had to just think about that for a second. That's Luigi's Mansion, though, in a nutshell. That banana slip. Also, when it rains, it pours. I say it a lot, but it matters in this game. This game has a really easy way of compounding a bunch of small things, and it just completely makes the run just you're not running anymore. You're kind of like trudging through mud. You know what I mean? Like you get the idea. You just know that there's going to be more obstacles. You can feel it. Let's see how Spud handles Boo losses. This is our Area 3 boss before we go into the final area of Area 4. And Gary's going to make quick work of this Boo, getting some pearls in the way, but still good to go. Takes the vacuum back out, I like it. Gets the angle right up there. Spud's happy with it, and boom, the ice shot. That's a nice 14 right there. Oh no, there's one behind the statue. Okay, now we're down to the last one. So the reason that some runners do a little higher or a little lower, because one of the boos can get caught behind the statue like that, which is what happened when lingered. And so what I thought was a 14 shot was only a 13. Well, 14 altogether. It would have been 14 if the screen kind of closed in, but that's how you could tell it wasn't the last boo. Yeah, Gary definitely has his work cut out for him. In terms of trying to bring this one back, especially with the way Spud's been playing. Yeah, I'm hoping that 58 is a dream. 50, I don't know. I need my pace bros, my pace pals. As Gary is gonna make quick work of Safari. 58 is well. I want that 58 for Spud. I know they've been looking for it. Yeah. I mean, I'm as unbiased as I can possibly be, because I really just hope both runners have a good time. I mean, obviously there has to be a winner because it's a race, and it's bananas. Like, So let me just let you guys in. If you have a banana, because this happens in so many different rooms, if you start taking the control stick as soon as you engage the ghost, and there's a banana in the vicinity, you know it's going to hit your vacuum. If you move the control stick at all, you will slip. If you don't move and you hold the R button and just stand still and let the banana do its thing first, you won't slip. I'm almost 100% positive because it happens all the time in wardrobe room at the beginning of the game. Then I guess we have a tie, Pablo, which I'm okay with. But yes, I'm all for the PBs. That's what I'm here for, obviously. I want Luigi to win. I want everybody to enjoy the game and have a good time. Obviously, not every run is going to be, everybody's favorite. That's kind of the problem with races, Sometimes you're just got to deal with a really wacky run and try and make it as good as you can. And so I feel that, but we're here for PBs, and we're here for just good fun and good energy. I don't think we've had a PB this tournament. I don't know because I haven't watched all the runs, so I'd be lying if I told you that I had, some knowledge of it. What I do have knowledge of, though, and it's a little bit important, is Spud's going over to visit a cool friend of mine. It's Uncle Grimly. Nice looking guy. Great pants, good hair. I think he's going out for a night on the town. So he's probably dressed up Sunday best, as they like to say. And it looks like Gary's having some troubles with the first cycle Boolossus, and he's got a miniature Boolossus. How many boos is in there? 2 boos. That's so unfortunate. And so Grimly's not wow, nice shot there. And now he's just got to bait this last one. Once the boos have, oh boy, you're gonna have to put your vacuum away and bring it back out. He won't. He's stuck there. I can feel it. I know. This is we got it. That's Boolossus. Boolossus is really easy if you do it, obviously, on the first cycle. Once the boos have reformed, even the last boo can do it if you introduce too much ice to it. But you can never spray the boos again with ice. Just walk up and spray them. You have to do a charge, like beta charge like that. As Spud is setting up for Breaker Boo? Eventually. I know, I can't read this room either. And there's a charge. Oh, double. Still good. Oh! I didn't want to say anything! That is fantastic! Wow! That is not an easy boo to get! And with a double cackle! That is amazing. That's amazing resilience, and that's great perseverance. People could sell it off. People could say, it's a double cackle. You get in your head. That is fantastic. What an amazing job, Spud. Like, big GG's. I know it always seems like, Spud, yeah. And Gary's battling some insane obstacles in his run. And I know it's just so unfortunate. Boolossus does that. Like, the game does this. It just does it. Shoutouts. Shoutouts to Something Wicked's wife. Mario. That was fantastic. Mario. And so, of all the things that's happened, that was a really interesting seller setup too, by the way, Pablo, and it worked. Right. Gary switching over to sidestep. Let's hope that Grimly. Let's hope we get an instant. Let's turn this around here. Gary's gonna get Instagram. Okay. That I know of. That's where this starts. Let's get something positive going here for Gary, because I know it's been a brutal run. And so he double checked to make sure he's on sidestep. Yeah. So see, Gary got scared there right off the rip after being talked to because Luigi's facing sideways. In the blackout phase, if there's absence of light anywhere around you, you have a high chance of being scared. And so that's why you got to keep the flashlight kind of pointing forward. That's why sidestep is used. It's to keep the light from ever tapering too far to one side or the other. And so that's why Gary got scared like right off the rip. And it looks okay. I thought we were setting up for double. It looked like it, but I don't think the green one cooperated. And Spud getting some great like matrix dodges here through that. That was great. I was so scared. Come on, Grimly, you're looking fantastic today. There you go, Grimly. Not too bad. We'll take it. What doing the old? Oh, I saw it, like a champion among them, like a gladiator among the shy guy. I was watching that one come through the crowd. That was a great double there, though. Quick burns, I like it. Get that double out of the way. Some people fool around with it. I like to float them all the way over to the ladder. I know there's probably time save. You know, you do the quick burn. I like that though. Get them taken care of. Oh, no stumble skip. As Gary's now picked up the key from Uncle Grimly, he's fixed the lights and he won't opt for Breaker Boo. I don't blame him. If I didn't have to get Breaker Boo in 100% run, I wouldn't get it either. Gary going for the singles. He's going to bait the other one to stay with the attack animation so it doesn't despawn. That's actually really smart. Even when I do singles. Oh, no. When I do singles, I just let it despawn, is what I was going to say. Spud was going for the burn there. You usually do the burn, spawn, and then finish off the orange ghost with another burn, but the flashlight despawned it. Not too bad. Too big of a time loss. And we should be seeing an armory triple setup here, which is the usual standard. Great seller boo for Gary. And that's a nice armory. Alright, so Spud's happy with the armory. Let's make sure we clean up the boo. Good read. Oh. Oh, I liked it. If it was there, we'd all be jumping. Uh-oh. Is it the chest then? It's the chest. Okay. Charge through the statues. No charge. Oh, there we go. Just late. Alright, that's a lot of cackles. That was like 4. 3 maybe. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I, again, would have done the same thing. I would have just sat there and said, you are supposed to charge. Oh! Come back! Please! Okay. Oh. It was so off screen. It was... Oh, man. Had to... Yeah. You guys and your top runner stuff could have been saved. Most of the common people... most of us can't boo drag like that. Okay? You guys gotta calm down with that. It can be saved. I can't do that. Okay? Spud, Gary, they've got talent. They can learn it. They can do it. Not me. There's no boo drags. Oh, gets the double. You gotta connect with it. Oh, get him! There's the back drag. I like it. I actually like that more than syncing up the double. He gets the old like 1-in-1, like a back-to-back. Yeah, so something wicked. That's usually what I say. Watching like Joven, Pablo, HD, Meg, watching these guys, Splazer, when they take Van Gorbu and they say, "Oh, Van Gore came back in with 180," and they just like turn their hat around. They go, "Not a problem," and then they just drag him to the bottom right easel, all the way to the bottom right. They say, "Look how simple this is," and they just walk him around like they're taking him for a. I hate it. I don't hate it because I think it's amazing. It's like an art form. I envy it. There you go. That's a better word for it, right? I want to do that. Weston, well, there you go. Weston's stuck in that he wants that campsite. That Weston did not want to leave. As you saw, once he left the campsite, he tried so hard to get back into it. Ooh, shelves. I think shelf is the best place to get this boo. That's amazing. Kind of fast on these pumps though, I think, right? Or am I crazy? I'm crazy. I'm mistaken. That was beautiful. I R-pump really fast. I don't have any room to talk. That's a fantastic one cycle. Gary getting the burns, going for the same triple. There we go. And boom. Nicely done. Yeah, you throw the shades on too, man. Oh, I seen it. Pablo pulls out his Luigi hat. The incentive or the channel points weren't even redeemed. Glasses come on. And just drags the boo. Oh, he gets the favorable charge and then accidentally bonks into it. That's so unfortunate. Now the boo's up there taking a swim really high. And I think this is a no way. Oh wow. Okay. Gary01 cycling army buff. I could have sworn the initial cackle from the grab, but I guess not. Huh. Well, you know what? Look, there you go. I think that's great. I feel like that boo could have been completely unfair. You gotta get some shades, Mega. That's another video, by the way, to make. Pablo, Mega, all you having trouble with the boos. You know, just this like one trick, and then just show like a thumbnail image of Van Gore Boo coming back in at like 240 HP, and your face, you're just screaming. You're like, and then just two cycle it anyway from 240 because you dragged it all the way to the corner. Just do that. It's worth it. It will sell. As we're going through the sets of triples of every ghost in the game. Well, not every ghost in the game. Most of the ghosts in the game that you'll spawn. There are no yellow bowler ghosts that you'll see in the hallways, or any like the speedy spirits. But you get a general sort of ensemble of all the ghosts. As Gary is just gonna whittle down Pipe Room Boo, it looks like, and just do the 2 cycles instead of doing the kind of like bait back and forth thing. Spud's gonna go down to the basement and fight the final boss. Gets the old 2 cycle there for Pipe Room, and Gary will be doing Van Gore Boo for his 40th Boo, and so he'll You'll wait. Oh no, wait, am I? Oh, he still has to do Weston. Did they both get Breaker? Where am I? What am I missing? I'm missing something now, and I'm the one watching. Gary. Oh, pipe. Thank you, Mega. I can't put the 40th boo. Look, you guys in your 40 boo requirement really throws me for a loop as a 100% runner. Okay, because I have to get them all. Yeah. You out of bounds. All you guys. Oh, this. I know this is a no out of bounds tournament, but let me be very frank. I solely run 100%. The rules don't change very much in terms of the fundamentals of the game. I know what you guys want to do. That's so unfortunate. Gary, I don't know if the proper play was to drop it at 20 or what. I thought you did fine. I think that was a matter of just maybe one or two perfect 10 HPR pumps, right? That's really unfortunate though. Because otherwise that's a great Weston in terms of getting that boo. This doesn't 58 though, if I'm not mistaken, right? I see Spud's PB is a 5901, and so you'd have to one cycle here, I think, in order to PB that, and maybe even not one cycle. Not even with one cycle? Yeah, I don't know how much time one cycle is. You guys are, again, the pace. I don't have to do that math. I know my runs always end when they come here. Yeah, it looks like it'll just be slightly over. That's a great first cycle. And time. GG, Spud. Very, very well played. And I think she's coming to join us. Welcome on in, Spud.
Hello.
GG's.
That was a good run.
That was a really good run. I was rooting for the PB. Everybody was rooting for the PB in chat. But some of the things that you pulled off, obviously, Breaker Boo was amazing. Chauncey One Cycle was amazing. I know, Fire Medallion, Curse It, some other weird things.
That one was all on me, though. That was,
yeah.
RNG got me, but I ran right into that medallion.
Because that's what I was saying. I do it all the time. It's like, you feel like it's so you're like, all right, open the chest. I'm just gonna sneak around it, and you're like, oh no, I hit the medallion.
Yeah, that works if you get the boo first, in the first, early, but I had to go back for it, so my muscle memory took over, and I should have let him just, go left and slow walk it. That was the armory room boo, too. Goodness gracious.
Armory boo.
Didn't charge. I think it hit me when it finally did.
Yeah, I was sitting there saying in the chat, oh, Armory's gonna charge, because it usually charges, and it did. It just took a second to do it.
Yeah, I think my angle, I was looking slightly too far down when I was walking past it, so it didn't think my back was turned, and then I wasn't ready for the hit, and it actually didn't go back into the ceramic studio, which is weird. I thought it was gonna go in there for sure.
I did too. When you backed away from it, I was like, oh, here we go, because that's what the boo likes to do. And then I heard it still, and I was like, I wonder if it's just floating in that bottom left-hand corner, and it was. So luckily enough, it didn't go back into Jarvis again. But all in all, that's fantastic.
58 is so doable. It's,
100%.
I thought I had it there. I was on 57 pace until, I was low 57 pace until the fire medallion, and I kept on to that until I went back I think going back for the boo made the splits finally reflect that it messed up, but I was doing really good. That was the first time I've ever gotten T-Room tech skip, by the way. I never do it.
That was a fantastic tech skip on T-Room. I mean, again, the gameplay overall, obviously there's going to be rooms here and there, but I mean, I already said it in Discord. I know you're going to skip 58. I mean, the way that you've improved and stuff. And obviously, we talked about boo dragging. They're like, oh, that armory boo is savable and stuff. And I was like, if anybody's going to learn the boo dragon and get it down, it's you. You got some raw talent. I mean, you've been improving like crazy.
It feels daunting, but yeah.
Oh yeah,
we got
the whole
chance.
game feels daunting when you start getting to those weird upper echelon Pablo, strats. But
Gary's almost done.
Yeah, Gary's almost done. He's had sort of a similar unfortunate run, except for more places than not. Like you guys both had awkward fire medallions. His boo, he opened the chest. The boo just hit him and left. And so he was really like, I mean, he stopped there, like, just like, what just happened? I was like, yeah, like, that's crazy. And then Boo lost his completely, trolled him. I mean, one of the Boos was literally just floating in and through him, doing the flying fish thing, and just would not give him a charge.
That happened in my race too. I sympathize. Like, I could not get that last Boo to charge.
Yeah,
muscle memory took over in this one, and I got lucky and did not have the two-side with
It's been one of those runs. I know this is Gary's on one of those when it rains it pours runs for Luigi's Mansion, because there has just been a ton of things that he went back, and this is gonna have to be a 3 here. I don't think.
Yeah, definitely there.
Well, I think you could still 268, but that's a little it's high, but it's not too high. But 268's rough.
I can be looking at the actual stream.
Yeah, we in real time. Oh man, shoutouts by the way to all the mice too. You got them all.
I got a lot, yeah.
Yeah, you got tea room, kitchen, Butley. No, kitchen. You got kitchen, Butley, 5 HP. That's kudos for going for it, Gary. Because at 268, it's high, technically. Now the poison mushrooms are coming out to say hello. But yeah, both of you, you got Butley, and then kitchen and tea room, and Gary got kitchen and tea room. There's a lot of mice.
I remember a couple of them. Wasn't enough to save me from the fire stick.
No, yeah. End time. Not bad. I know that obviously Gary wants some of this run back. Obviously, I know that there's some things you want back from the run, but it's still a really good run.
Yeah, there always is. And like my RNG in the last tournament race was just god awful, so it does rain and pour and it gets you. It doesn't stop sometimes.
No. Luigi's Mansion has that effect on the game, on the runner too. Let's see if we'll get Gary. I'll send him an invite, although I think that gives you... Okay, he's got it. He's in.
Cool.
Welcome in, Gary. GG's on the run, man.
Yeah, GG's, man. GG's. I don't have a lot to say. That was not as good as I wish I could have played right there, but that's okay, you know.
Yeah, things happen, right? I mean, obviously, I think from even you could say from like the weird missed double in wardrobe, although you both missed that same, well, not the same garbage ghost, but you both technically missed a garbage ghost double, and you both missed fire medallion. So there was a lot of similar sort of chaos happening, but the boo losses and just some of the RNG, Gary, like the boo switches, the text, I could the plane hitting you from, you're not even trying to touch the plane. I know.
It's all right.
Luigi's
It's all right.
Mansion, dude.
I don't. Yeah, like I said, I don't have a whole lot to say. I wish I could have played better. I wish I would have done things better. I wish I could have reset after the boo left for fire warp. Right, the boo runs away, and I don't want to continue that run.
I
But,
know. I saw you stop, and I know.
but,
I commend you for playing it out. By the way, with all the
I
stuff.
was like, yeah. I was like, I might as well, like, whatever. But yeah, so yeah, that's it. So GG's as always.
Yeah, I kind of
GGs.
got really good RNG. Like, it's usually I'm on the other side of the receiving end of the bad RNG, but like for the first half of the game at least, I got pretty blessed, and I'm not gonna deny it. First, I got like ideal text skip in Parlor and nailed early release. Just everything seemed to be going my way, and I goofed a couple things.
Gone
Like, I
through
was
one cycle
cooking.
as well. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Spud was cooking, and then again, Fire Medallion was really the first thing, where like major thing, and then Armory, and I think there was a couple of other things that were just like semi, like in movement here, a boo here, or something like that, or slipping on a banana in Safari because the game's just really cool, and you
Dude,
try and clean up the banana, and then
dude, I was so mad at the van. I'm sorry, not to be like that,
No.
but I was in Safari. I was doing fine. And then the second garbage ghost respawns on the left side of the map, and I suck him up. There's 3 bananas in the room, and I think none of them are very close to me. And somehow I slip on a banana, and I'm just like, how did I slip on that banana?
That side drag pulled the banana in. And it's
So.
just so disheartening, because it's like you're watching a train wreck happen, you can't stop it. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, he's gonna
That's
slip.
going right for Luigi's face, and he still finds a
Yep.
way to slip on it.
Slip on it. I know, that's what's so crazy. It's going into the vacuum, and it's in midair, and you slip on a midair banana.
Just just for you, Big Max, and you're 100%. I'm upset because I messed up the pipe room triple, but I still like to do for fun. I still like to do. Yeah, I like to get the pipe room boo instead of the boo in Van Gore.
Yeah, I just got my count all mixed up, because I was like, he's gonna go get the 40th boo, and I was like, wait a minute, he's already on the 40th boo. I was like, what's going on? I didn't even think about pipe room, because I was like, this doesn't make any sense to me. I was like, I couldn't wrap my 100% head around it.
I'm glad.
But now it makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
But GG's, obviously, it was still a really fun race. Thank you guys for letting me commentate it.
Yeah, thank you for
volunteering.
thank you for doing
Oh,
it.
always. And so with this, since it was loser round, unfortunately, Gary, that's it for you. But it's been fun. I'm sure you've had fun, and I'm sure you're still gonna play the game and do your thing. And Spud, you go up to face Hopeless, which is going to be a tough one in losers round 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to practice for that one.
Yeah, it's not, it's not a shoo-in, right? You're gonna make them sweat. Just you play like that, Spud. Oh yeah, Hopeless won't be. There'll be no comfy run for Hopeless.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here. GG's.
GG's, Gary. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks everybody for watching. If there's anything else, Spud, you want to end with, other than that, we'll send it off. And I don't believe there's another match until tomorrow.
Yeah, excited for the next match and to see everybody else do their matches too.
Alrighty. Well, thanks again, SpeedGaming, for letting us host it. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. It's an early one. It's Mega Lightning versus Bliss. 2 amazing runners. Don't miss it. It's going to be awesome. I mean, Mega Lightning is usually an early morning runner, so I feel like he's going to be locked in the zone. Other than that, GG's. Take care, everybody. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Spud, thank you so much again, and good luck on your 58 grind. All right, bye-bye, everybody.